What's up, world? What it do? What it does? What are we doing? All right, so we replacing the lock door actuator. I got my new part right here. That's the mechanism that controls your door, opening and closing, locking, etc. This right here. All right, so first you got to take off the door panel, and in order to do that, you got to hit these two screws right here. You see they are star screws. Take those out, and then there's two more that fit right here in the door. And when you remove those, then you have to take this piece out, and you see this little hook, it slips in place, but you lift up and pull back, and that takes it out, and then you unplug the power window button. Alright. And on the door handle, you have to pop this out. You just stick something behind it and it's going to pop loose, because you got these two latches right here, and that pops that loose, and that gives you access to this screw right here that you have to take out. This is just the lock knob. I took that out because I'm gonna have to take it out, and it's a little easier. But if you want, you can just take this completely off in order to just feed that through it. That makes it a little bit easier to kind of view what you got going on. But this door panel, like I said, those are the two screws that do the power window and the handle go into, and those are the two screw holes for the other screws that keeps the door panel secure. That's that hole I was talking about with that gray bolt, and you see those are the latch parts for removing that little component to access that. And then from there, you got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pins. You just of course pull those loose. Then you have to disconnect your well, I just disconnected my power window, but this also disconnects from the door panel, so you can remove it completely, which connects right there. And then from there, you're gonna come over here and remove these 3 star screws, and then pull the old one out, and then in the reverse, install the new one. Now this is one important point that I left out earlier. These 2 pins here, they go in the door, and you see they are pushed out right now, but you just take a little screw or something, you push those in, and that's going to release these teeth, and then you can kind of just get your finger up on them and pull that completely out, and they go in right here, and here. But those are very important. You got to take those out. All right, so when you in here, this is very important right here. This particular orange piece, you got to make sure that you flip it open the right way. It has like a little release right here. I don't know if you see that, but it's a release right there, and it just flips open. But that's what holds your locking mechanism. Your door latch. That's what hold that in place. It just sticks down in there, so before you can use the outside of your door. And then from there, you release this from I put it down. You pull that back and you release this cable. Now, if you get one from like the junkyard, you can just take this whole thing and you'll have everything. You just slip back in. You ain't got to worry about this stuff. But from here, you got to just take that out, and then we feed it through here, hook it in there, and then this one is a little different. But I got to make sure when I put it in there, I just feed it through properly and close it down. But other than that, that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna get in here and yeah, but other than that, it's pretty much it. Like I said, you unhook that, take this out, and I gotta feed this through this. And when I hook the it's like a little rod in there, similar to this one. That way it helps it release for the door handle so you can open it from the outside. And in order to get that through, you just get some needle nose pliers or something, squeeze them together and it'll come through. Pinch those down and it'll come right out. But right there, that's what you have to make sure you get your hand in there and flip that latch so it will hook in correctly, and that way your door will open from the outside. That's the line I fed through, put everything back in place, and it's for the door handle. That's a door handle cable, and everything should work. It's lock and unlock, and once we get it put back on, everything should be working properly. All right, I got everything on. Check me out. Everything working. Door closes, doors open. Didn't take long. And that's how you replace the lock door actuator for the rear door. But every door is pretty much the same. But the key is, don't forget about these little pins right here. That's going to help you get the door off. And then use 3 bolts. And you know what you got to do on the inside. 08 lock door, 08 Malibu lock door actuator. And I think it's pretty standard for Chevys. This video has been brought to you by me, the one and only JD, the real J-Dub, or Mr. Ward to some, or most I should say.